Thank you, Levi. Good evening and happy Hannukah. Hannukah commemorates a pivotal moment in Jewish history when the Maccabees were a small group of Jewish warriors successfully rebelled against the Syrian Greek Empire. At the time, the ruling Syrian Greek forces were actively suppressing Jewish religious practices, attempting to force Hellenistic culture and beliefs on the Jewish people. After reclaiming the temple, the Maccabees found only one small jar of pure, undefiled oil, enough to light the temple's menorah for just one day. Miraculously, the single jar of oil burnt for 8 days, which was the time needed to prepare new ritually pure oil. Friends, I want you to ponder this thought. When the Maccabees arrived at the temple and they found only enough oil to last for one day, they could have said, why should we bother lighting the menorah? If we only have enough oil for one night, it's going to take 7 more days to get more oil. Why should we light the menorah for just one night? But instead of letting tomorrow's lack prevent them from doing what is necessary to be done today, they decided to act. And they simply poured the entire contents of the oil, fully trusting that the same God who helped them restore the temple will help them tomorrow to get the necessary oil for the menorah. Had they not decided to light the menorah, the story would have ended very differently. But instead, they decided to act, and the rest is history. Friends, we can all learn from the Maccabees. We don't postpone. We act now. We don't hesitate. We jump into the water or into the oil, and God will do the rest. The fact that you all showed up here tonight, you are already Maccabees. Think about what the weather said is going to happen today as we sit here tonight. I checked the weather in the morning. At 5 o'clock, there was a major storm coming by right here. But we did our part, just like the Maccabees, and God did his. This year, we mark a very special anniversary. It's 50 years since the first public menorah was installed in front of Independence Hall in Philadelphia. Today, there are 15,000 menorahs across the country and around the world in iconic places like Washington, D.C., in front of the White House, in front of the Eiffel Tower, at the Great Wall of China, and at the Brandenburg Gate in Berlin. At this fraught time for the Jewish community, with the war in Israel and American Jews feeling a major rise in anti-Semitism, public menorah lightings are even more powerful. The menorah serves as a symbol of our nation's dedication to preserve and encourage the right and liberty of all of its citizens to practice their religious faith freely, openly, and with pride. Thank you so much for being here today. Happy Hannukah. Let's celebrate.
For the Jewish community, when anti-Semitism was rampant in certain areas, that this community, especially the elected officials, City of Coral Gables, stands firm, unequivocally, with members of the Jewish faith. as Catholics, as Christians, we have a duty to stand firm with everyone, no matter what your denomination is. We live in the greatest country in the world. It is truly a privilege to live here. And the United States' #1 ally is Israel, and we shall never forget that. During our
Star of David and some nice crystals, Natashi crystals, which is a beautiful, nice ornament that you can place. Take it out. It's got beautiful crystals and a beautiful Star of David.
Thank you so much, Rabbi. Thank you. Thank you so much. Can you hear me? Thank you so much. This is a beautiful gesture. We are beyond grateful. I will make sure that we display this in City Hall prominently, so when anyone walks into City Hall, they can see how proud we are of our Jewish brothers and sisters. If I may, very quickly, I just want to thank all of you for being here.
Candles, you get to be a little bit higher. You get to be a little elevated. And so, that's your task, is to raise and light candles and spread light throughout the community in our beautiful city. So we're going to ask that you please light the center candle for us.
Thank you, Levi. If I may, when we lit the menorah in front of City Hall on the 26th, I decided to have my father, and if you haven't met my father, he's a brilliant physician in this community and gives his shirt off his back for every member of this community. I asked my father to join me in the lighting of the candle. So if I may, if I'd like to invite our police officers who are here, I'd like you to come up here and join us, along with our officers here, because they deserve the true recognition in this community, not the elected officials, the people here who serve and protect, who answer the first call, and are the people who are, again, protecting us while we sleep. So I ask them to please join me while we light this candle. Thank you.
I'm really honored and excited to be here. I just wanted to say a few words that for me, all of the Jewish holidays, and not only for me, but it's to remember. The main focus of what we do in Hannukah is to remember the stories of the Maccabees and the miracles that God gave us, and every other holidays for this. And what I do right now with my life is exactly this. I'm trying to spread the memory of all of my fellow brothers that fought with me and unfortunately are not here to continue their memory. And I would like to very thank you to the opportunity to even just spread their names and tell their story to whoever I'm able to get to. Thank you very much for being here and hearing this. Thank you for Tzvia and Bet Halochem for helping me come here. And thank you for everyone that's organized this event. Thank you very much and have a happy Hannukah.
אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, הוא יברך את חיילי צבא הגנה לישראל, הוא יברך את חיילי הגנה לישראל, הוא יברך את חיילי צבא הגנה לישראל, העומדים על משמר ארצנו ועד מדבר מצרים ומן הים הגדול עד לבוא הערבה, ביבשה באוויר ובים, הוא יברך את חיילי צבא הגנה לישראל, כי אדוני שם אלוהיכם הילך עמכם להילחם לכם עם אויביכם